Hey, we're alive again.
Hey, we're back. We're back. Sorry about that, folks. Yes, this computer decided to have a stroke. Why is it always during D&D?
Only ever during D&D.
Bruh. Bruh.
I blame Roll20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got every just agrees.
Anyway, while we were gone, we were talking about cinnamon rolls, and that 20 you see there would be how much various like cinnamon rolls if you was to eat one. But Tibbs, as you're looking over the menu and you asked the Eladrin the question, they're kind of shrug. It's like, well, we get them from Honey Buns next door. They kind of use us as a proxy when they can't, get their goods out fast enough. So we just kind of act as like a face for their storefronts. It's kind of a cool little setup. But for us, you just got to return the container when you're done with it, like the other stuff. Because usually, if you're eating here, you got to cook your own food. That's kind of the whole deal with the Twilight Grill, you know.
Right.
My own food.
Well, let's go
What do you
ahead
think?
and
What do you think the grills are for?
Oh, you poor dear.
But
Expected someone perhaps to cook it, and then it was brought back.
that's what the takeout's for.
Your establishment is confusing.
If you're
Anyway.
eating in, you cook it yourself. That is the deal. If you're eating out, you just bring back the dish.
okay, we've brought back the dish. How about we go over to Honey Buns? Hmm.
Well, you can either order them from us, or you can just get them straight from the rabbits themselves.
Here's Lightly Perk.
Yeah, it's a little old couple that works there.
I mean, if we're just gonna grab some pastry that from there, we can just stop in Honey Buns then.
1 second.
Okay, kids.
Oh no, aggro.
I don't know.
The kids heard pastries were involved.
Uh-oh.
There was mention of sugar.
Oh no. Ah.
I know the ultimate defense. Just take a flashlight, yell flashbang out.
Oh my god.
No.
No, bad. Hey, it's bad.
I don't know, the one time I did it to my nephews, they thought it was kind of funny.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. That is great.
Just. Oh.
We are back.
You
Welcome
okay,
back.
Jen?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. But you guys are gonna head over to Honey Buns?
Yes.
Okay,
The
and
most delicious of places.
but the front door is open. They got a cute little welcome sign, like one of those little chalkboards that have like welcome written on it. And you see a few people going in and out. Some people have coffee. Some primordials have like little donuts or pastry boxes and the like. It's usually pretty active in the morning. Man, as you all walk in, just the overwhelming smell of baked yeast and chocolate and cinnamon just all over the place.
Yes, it's heaven.
It is little heaven, yeah. But
This place is heaven.
and you can see the front case is just full of like donuts, and you see tips and various, since you guys are able to get up to the front a little bit more and see lower to the ground. You see in the case is several different items, but the one you see that says cinnamon rolls on it, and there's these large, I'd say they're about a couple inches thick, and I'd say easily about the size of one's hand. And they look like a spiral shaped pastry with this white frosting on it and cinnamon, and they look really nice. They also look really buttery, like really buttery. Like you're pretty sure that in the pan it's not a glaze, it's the butter. But as you guys get to the front, the older lady is up there, and Varys and Tibbs, it looks almost like the rabbits you saw in Wind, the moon rabbits as they were called. Very pitch white fur, a little short in stature, the ears are a bit more rounded, but this one looks very elderly, so it's got like lines around its face, under its eyes, kind of droopy cheeks and stuff like that, and she kind of adjusts the little spectacles on the top of her little pink nose, like, well, good morning. What can I do for all of you?
Just need something for breakfast because we're out of food apparently.
We will take your finest cinnamon buns, Virginia.
Oh, well, it's good to see you, Miss Lunos. I'll get them right up. Do you want one for everyone?
Yes, please.
All right. And she'll kind of hop down and start going around with the boxes. She actually puts each one into their own individual box, so it's a total of 5 of them. And then she'll put them into a little bag. It's one of those little wicker kind of bags. It's kind of cute, like something you would see an old granny knit. And she'll bring it up to the counter and kind of put it up there. It's like, here you go. And if you want to make sure that you really get the best out of your visit, bring this wicker basket back and we'll add in something free next time.
Woohoo!
So how much
Done.
how much does this cost then?
Just bring the basket back, sugar. You don't seem to know how the planes work now, do you, youngin'?
Usually it's a favor from what I understand, and if we're just being told to bring this back, that's not exactly a favor.
Well, yeah, it is because we own it. We're giving you to rent out to carry around what you have, and then you bring it back when you're done with it.
She's the best.
I'm gonna get food out of it, so I'm not gonna question it.
Good idea.
I think it's a technicality.
Now, think of it like this, dearies. Me and the old coot in the back, well, we're old. We've had a couple kids, and we're just looking to spend the rest of our twilight years and enjoying what we have left. And so we do this. But, well, can't exactly eat everything that you make, so we give it to the local populace, and in turn, gives us something to do as we wait for our ends, you know? A little morbid, sure, but once you get to my age, you start thinking like that.
You start thinking about what you're going to do until you expire.
Well, yeah.
I suppose it's a little less morbid considering what happens afterwards.
Precisely. Oh, and you better believe we're going to continue this little business even when that happens. I quite enjoy it.
Well,
Go
thank
for
you.
positive. They're better.
Um, but yeah, thank you. Thank you once again. We'll definitely be savoring these. That's for sure.
Of course. You be safe now, kids.
Right, safe. Good day.
And you guys have acquired a wicker bag with 5 large cinnamon rolls in it.
I will take Lady Eugenia's hand and give it a kiss. Thank you, my lady. As
Positive
always,
corruption.
for your food.
Oh, ain't you
Keeps us
sweet?
sustained.
You have fun, dearies.
Despite his best efforts, Various is starting to salivate.
Cause yeah, this place smells pretty good. Frias, you'd definitely say that this place smells pretty nice. It's a bakery. What can you expect?
It's pretty strong.
Mm-hmm. But as you guys leave the counter, a few more primos will start coming up, and they'll be placing orders and whatnot. And as you leave the shop, it feels like a pretty good day. This is the first day where it feels like nothing really has gone wrong yet, at the very least.
You have to say that.
I have to say.
No reason.
Because we're about to go into Wonderland.
Okay.
And everything's going to go wrong there because it's Wonderland.
I'd say, can all of you give me just a baseline insight. Just everyone.
Ooh.
One second.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
Okay.
Not to
Tiberius,
hear
Luminosa,
something.
and Roast, you're kind of enjoying this odd piece of all things. It's like, it's been a while since you've had just a normal day. I mean, you know it's not going to stay normal, but kind of nice in the moment. Freya and Various, I'm pulling you two into a different channel.
Oh
It's Kevin. I knew it.
no!
No.
They're crossing dimensions.
Well, huh. I guess there was suddenly a big order of breakfast pizza.
Mm-hmm. Now, Rose, you weren't trying to get a peek at me without my mask, were you?
Uh, no.
Wait, there's something under the mask.
Of course.
It's I guess it's just a thing with you know, Luminosa and her counterparts.
No, I don't quite know much about her counterparts.
You know, like with Pride, for instance, how their face looked.
But your face isn't a mask.
I mean,
Well, technically, neither is mine, but I wear a mask.
Oh no! Oh no!
We're back with the pizza.
breakfast pizza.
Breakfast pizza.
Okay.
Think of it like I
Now,
feel
up to you two.
naked without my mask.
Now it is up to you two to what you do with this knowledge. You can either
Um,
tell the group, or you can keep it to yourself.
Various is going to stiffen up and stop dead in his tracks.
Freya's does the same, but is actively now looking at Various.
Tibbs is eating the cinnamon bun that he took from the pile.
It is delicious. It is warm. It is ooey, and it is gooey.
I too am shoving cinnamon buns under my mask.
Hell yeah.
There's, you must try one of these. Even your sour complexion would your sour disposition would be alleviated through tasting it.
Um,
What are you doing over there?
It tastes like happiness.
Various, why did you stop walking? We have places to go.
Hedges to clear.
What's gone to
And
you
it-
two?
Freya's is basically looking at Various for any call signs, whether if she should say something, if Various is going to tell, or if maybe they both need to be quiet.
we
She's
should
just
take
looking.
those. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
We should take these back to the house right now.
The buns?
Yes, right now.
Why? We're on a mission.
Come on, there's no time to waste. And she's already trying to lead everyone that way, but she's looking back to see if anyone's actually following her.
Various is going to look at his hands. They're quite sticky. Probably washing our hands.
Tiberius, I'm being serious. We need to get back home right now.
Oh yes, being serious. And the day is long. Let's go.
All right,
On
all
to-
right, well,
And
let's
you
go.
definitely notice that Freya is essentially power walking back to the house, I'd say.
Indeed.
Yeah.
She makes sure that door is open for everyone and is probably going to be scanning. Everyone else
Tops.
looks a little hot. It looks a little high for how someone would scan.
Oh.
Various is taking up the rear, and you've seen him. He's pulled out the frost staff he has.
This is odd and confusing.
Inside now.
Yes. We're going in.
You are acting
What?
very odd.
Freya
Very
locks
odd
the door
indeed.
behind her.
Okay,
One-
we're here. We got the ones here. We're here, and you look like you're. What's going on?
Have you seen a
He-
goat?
He shuts the door behind them all.
Freya's already shut and locked the door behind
Okay,
everyone.
good.
Freya's will say
Did you see what I
worse.
saw?
Yes, I saw what you saw. This is much worse than a ghost. It's an old friend.
I don't know. Ghosts are pretty terrible.
Well, wait. Ghosts, old friend. What?
Enel.
They can haunt you.
Enel.
Enel.
Enel, whatever.
You see Rose lock into 1,000-mile stare at Various.
What do you mean, Enel?
Where'd you see him?
Yes.
He was on the rooftops the moment we caught wind of him.
There were other shadows too. Did you see those?
I didn't see anything.
Yes. No, you all were having. Well, we're enjoying the nice bliss day. But yes, multiple figures, and one had a very large sword, if you remember. And the moment, at least when I locked eyes with him, they locked eyes back.
Shouldn't we send a message to one of the lords so that they can come and dispatch of this individual if they're in the place that they have control over?
Would be if they didn't teleport.
He would just run away like the coward he is.
But then he wouldn't be near us, is what I'm saying. It no longer becomes our problem.
Oh
Here's
no,
the
it'll always
thing.
be our
You
problem.
didn't tell Vaxir about Enel. You didn't tell Vaxir
Well, we
about anything that happened there.
didn't exactly have a choice.
Yeah. You left that to Amadeus and their group. And if you remember correctly, Enel got away.
Well, yeah.
I'm just going to think about this out loud. If that individual is public enemy number one for this, the lords and everyone else, I'm pretty sure raising some kind of awareness that they're here would assist us greatly in not having our heads separated from our shoulders.
Should we not go talk to Leonard since this is his plane?
This isn't his plane,
This is
though.
the
You guys are in
Foundry.
the Foundry.
Foundry, sorry.
You're just in the fire district of the Foundry.
This is.
Well, who runs the Foundry?
The Foundry is the main capital city of the entire plains. It's kind of like the main area. You remember in the comic where you see all those like large spires and stuff like that? That's
Yeah.
the Foundry, and around it in a central ring are the districts to each and every element.
Well.
Does
So in
anybody
other words,
actually govern it though, or is
it's
it all the
ruled
Lord?
by a council.
It's the Lord Council. That's the government.
Then we need to go to their chambers and talk to them.
Let's let the guards know.
The guard can't do anything against Enel. We could barely survive against Enel.
Yes, but I don't want to lose you again.
That's not going to happen, don't worry.
And honestly, a
But
guard
if the
could
guild
probably
is
take
making
this
that bold
information.
move to come into the Foundry itself, the lords need to be made aware of it so they could do their damn jobs.
Yes, but Luminosa, a guard could take this information much safer to the council than we could. We are exposing ourselves to the outside where they can watch us as well. If they see us going to the higher ups,
Chris,
who knows where they'll be waiting for us.
if they see us going to talk to the god is dead.
Exactly.
Oh, yes, true.
Rose
We have a better
is
chance of delivering the message ourselves than a guard does.
Rose is going to
But if he really wants to pick a fight in the middle of the Foundry,
Rose is going to staying close to the wall is going to try to peek out of like the living room window. See if anything outside their doorstep looks odd.
Nope, we don't see anything.
think of it like this.
Or I could
Fennel
just
is the main
contact.
muscle for the guild. He's not going to be stupid enough to make an attack in the middle of the Foundry, of all places. He's obviously doing reconnaissance.
Actually, Rose, you had mentioned last night about something poking at your walls.
Yeah.
And we spot him less than 100 yards from our home?
I'd say about less than that, yeah.
In the middle of the daylight. Again, coming over the cover of darkness is very different than trying to do it out in the middle of the day in an area surrounded with bystanders. He's not that stupid. He's a
Remember,
very smart, devious man.
Well, we
I
also
think
have
I've made-
Amadeus' stone. We could always contact him and have him give a heads up.
I think
What is that?
sorry, I have a cat that's pestering me. Hi, Edward. Hi. Hi, buddy.
I'm Is it safe here
No,
anymore?
Nova,
Yes?
what can Rose discern about the general security of their home at the moment? Like trying to look at those holes again.
The holes are of various different shapes and sizes, Rose. It's almost as if someone had tried to poke stars into the night sky in a way. There's various small, tiny dots all over the place. Nothing cohesive, but pinpricks, essentially.
Does it look about the same, or does it look like there's been more activity, or is it like worse than the day before?
It's been about the same as the day before.
Rose will look back over to the others and will, after a few moments, I don't know. If these two events are even remotely connected, then no, this place for the time being is not safe.
Let's be honest, it probably wasn't Enel himself sitting outside poking you with his sword. That would be beneath him. It was a lackey, obviously.
And why is well
Why is he here? Because we were able to stop him briefly. That's why he came.
but I mean at this exact point in time.
Well, if there were people testing Rose's house, he probably came to see what his lackeys found. But again, like I said, he's not going to go and start a fight in the middle of the Foundry in the middle of the daytime. He's smarter than that. He's not that foolish. I say we get a message to the lords in the council chambers, be like, this is what's happening, send it off to them, and then we go deal with the hedge.
Luminosa
I
does
would
make
bet my
fair
second
points.
life he is not going to do that.
Mhm.
That's how certain I am.
Luminosa does make some fair points.
I'm
And don't let
mildly
something like that scare you. That's why I'm here.
I am mildly concerned that as soon as we step out of line of sight, which we will have to do if we want to get to the hedge, we're going to have to deal with that. On top of that, even if we are away from home for too long, I'm mildly concerned that we're going to come back to shambles.
Hmm.
Nothing.
It's fine.
Why don't we see if we can get a message to Leonard for having to post some guards outside the house?
That would be
Or Glacia. Get some mob people out here.
I suppose Glacia does owe us quite a big favor. But then again, would that mess with politics for him to send some of his guards to the fire district?
Stay here for a few minutes. We should have some kind of assistance momentarily.
What?
I think Tiberius means that he is calling it a favor of his own.
It's not a favor. Just call it mutually beneficial.
What did you do?
Contacted someone, and they're sending guards. At the very least, we'll have someone to have our backs if they do try to attack us.
Hmm.
Who did
Phone
you
to friend.
who did you
phone?
contact?
Leonard. No,
And
was it
as
my
you
father?
say that, you hear a knock at the front door.
It wasn't my father. I swear it wasn't Dad.
Dad, Edo's trying to be a jerk.
Friends.
Dad, Edo won't leave me alone. He's saying he's gonna put my ears in the toilet and make a swirly. Alright, there's a knock on the door.
Yes, there's a knock on the door.
I'm not tall enough to see in that little hole of yours, but can you make sure that that's not Enel about to, I don't know, disguise as some kind of delivery boy?
Oh my
Rose will
God.
look out.
It's him in a pizza.
Rose, as you look out, you see that there is indeed a couple of individuals standing outside. More importantly, since you were a native to the Plane of Fire, you know these 3 individuals as what are known as the Hell's Guard. They are angels who have come to the Plane of Fire and now serve the Fire Lord as their personal guard. There's a total of 3 of them. You recognize one as Metaton. You trained with them, if I remember correctly. The other 2 seem to be regular soldiers.
Tibbs, how did... never mind, we'll talk later. Rose will throw open the door.
Okay. And Metaton will look down at you. It's like, Rose, we meet again. Leonard has said that one of you all sent out a bit of a distress call.
Let's hope that Metatron doesn't end up impaling their own people this time.
Twice. Twice.
So Leonard sent us the guy who kills his own party?
Jesus.
So, about Metaton. In the Pathfinder campaign, the party went out with him and a few of his contingents of angels in order to take care of an Imperium that was causing problems in fire. During the course of the fight, Metaton rolled several nat ones with his living greatsword and wound up impaling his own troops and also impaling a tree and then almost impaling one of the party members.
Oh my God.
So what I'm hearing is Metaton needs glasses.
Or he's having like the best fight to become the new Vlad the Impaler.
But yeah, this guy is a big, bulky, armored, angelic figure. He has a total of 6 wings. They're all folded up on his back. And you can see a massive, rather grim-looking greatsword strapped to their back.
Oh,
Yes, indeed, we do meet again, and, yeah, I guess you got word from my colleague here.
Hello.
Yes, Lord Linus said it was quite urgent.
Yes, there's been, we have concerns that there are, outside forces that may be present at Foundry right now, and we have suspicion that, my house might be on their chopping list.
Considering what you've been doing the past few weeks, I wouldn't be surprised. I'll have one of my contingents search the sky, and we'll have these 2 here preside over your residence.
it's someone specific that
Yes, I'm aware.
okay.
We're aware.
Do you think you could kill Enel if he came here to fight?
No.
Hmm.
This is a man that killed the last Void Lord.
Hmm.
Not even I can stand against that.
Oh, I will.
Regardless, I'll be leaving 2 of my soldiers here at this house to guard it, and I'll be going out with my contingent to search the Foundry itself under the Lord Leonard's orders.
We should probably warn them about the about Ridley and Pyra.
Oh, yes, there's, just in case there are a couple of pets. Various has a small dragon. There's two water snakes and a kind of a pocket-sized raptor in here as well. They shouldn't cause any trouble, but just heads up.
Very well. The one with the long blonde hair, he points to the angel that seems almost a little bit more meek than the other two. They have a bit more dainty form, but they're still wearing armor. This is Simondiriel. And then you'll point to the other one who seems to be a fiery redhead with a short cut hair. And this is Azazel. They'll be watching over your premises.
And I can assume that if any suspicious activity is noted by the three of you, that Leonard will be informed immediately.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Well, we do appreciate the assistance greatly.
Of course.
On the bright side, it seems as though we've pissed off Enel properly.
We did take out his assistant.
All right.
What I'm getting at is we've gotten under his skin.
Yeah. By the way, why don't we get back on track here, shall we?
All right. And he'll motion for the two angels to start taking their positions. They're mostly going to stay outside the home, unless you want them inside. But yeah, you've essentially gained 2 guards for your home. They are of the 10th level. They can be upgraded if you so see fit. But unless you do so, they will remain at 10th level.
How do you upgrade an angel? We have to collect.
You
Armor,
start
ringing a
weapons.
bell.
Sweeties.
It's game
Sweeties.
stuff. It's game stuff.
Oh my god.
Firmware upgrades.
We have to
There you go.
groom them. We have to
I
buy-
get it. I got it. Anyway, but Metaton will bow their head before heading off. Temple OS upgrade.
There's your throwback.
God. Yeah. After that, Metaton will head off, leaving the 2 guards to watch over your home.
I think we better make haste to the Undercommons.
Yes.
Before we go, perhaps you should eat your breakfast, Various.
That's right. You haven't eaten your cinnamon roll yet, Various.
Oh no, just watch all the problems disappear.
It seems like a. It seems like fine. And he grabs
Eat
the
your food.
little. Okay. He grabs the box and flips it open.
Mhm.
And finally, seems like a horrible time, but then he takes a bite. Then you see him just pause for a moment, take another bite, and another.
Cinnamony, buttery, doughy, warm.
Now that you've had some kind of food in your belly, at least you won't fall unconscious.
Mm. He sort of grunts through a full mouth as he's trying to
No.
be like, I don't like this, but at the same time,
This is
nom,
amazing.
nom, nom, nom.
Shall we make haste towards the hedge so that we can get this done? The sooner we get this done, the sooner we can focus on Enel and his entourage.
Yes. What a joke.
Freyas holds the door open again.
And Russell head out.
It will head out.
All right. And the 2 angels kind of wave you. Well, one of the angels waves you off, the blonde-haired one. Kind of gives you a friendly little smile and wave. They seem a lot more pleasant than the other one, who just kind of keeps a very, like, bored expression on their face.
Tiberius is going to stop. Do angels eat?
Uh,
If-
s-
Oh, sorry.
let's just stay focused here, people, shall we?
Yes. Nom. If you need, feel free to use the couches.
Oh, don't worry about us. We don't need sleep. The
Uh,
blonde-haired one speaks.
right. We'll leave you to your duties.
Good luck out there.
Yeah, we'll need it.
So you guys are heading out to the Underworks?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can one of you give me a random 1d20?
Freya, if
Got
you're
it.
looking at the shops. Nah, too
Dang it.
late.
Do it.
Damn it, Lulu. You would have said-
Oh.
Soul.
Okay, what was 4 again?
Oh no.
Oh, look, it's 2 anal.
Oh god.
I've seen double 4 annals.
Someone needs to get their eyes checked. Jeez.
Wait a
But
second. What?
as you guys are heading into the Underworks, you begin going through the various tunnels. It's dark down here. It is difficult to see. There's almost a fog like miasma that kind of covers a lot of the distinguishing features that would help you navigate to the place. You spend 4 hours navigating the underground to try to get to the Fadark Commons. You get lost.
I thought you said you knew where this was.
I thought you do.
I don't live around here.
I mean, you take enough trips down to what's her name? Shrubs?
Shub?
Yeah.
Shrub.
Her shop is up above in the Commerce Ring, which is near the Council Hall, not down
Yeah.
here.
Oh.
Wonderful. So we're lost in caves. Feels like home.
Because it's almost as if every time you enter into one room, you loop back into the same hall that you were just in, and again. And then, wait, this is a pond area. Okay, let's leave that area. Why is there a garden out? Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Why we're back at the pond again? That sort of thing.
Phrase is looking too high, not paying attention.
Right. It's been 4 hours. I've seen that pond at least 12 times.
Has
We are
anyone
going
ever thought of
continue
asking
walking,
someone?
and every time we see a door on the right, we will take that door. That's the only way to get out of here.
Can't we just ask someone?
Are there people around?
There are plenty of other people around. There are Fae, there are Primordials, mostly Void Primordials.
No.
There's a lot of Fae. But, someone give me a happy little perception roll.
I'll do it.
I refuse.
I'll give the happiness. Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
There's
but
always
as-
this. Oh, sorry.
As you're looking around the pond, you notice that there is some sort of statue sitting there. Pure white marble, slightly cracked, that seemed to just be sitting there. It's always been there the whole time. A little strange, but it's there. Yeah.
Rose,
Yeah.
could you take a look over at that marble statue over there? Is that something cultural around here or decoration?
Why are we examining the scenery?
Just a moment.
Ugh.
Rose is going to. We'll move up closer to discern the
Yeah,
statue.
Phrase will lead the quote unquote lead the charge up to the statue.
Okay. And it looks almost like a carved lion in a way.
Fancy.
Very fancy.
I'm staying quiet.
Do you want to do anything?
Would Rose know what the significance of this statue is? Like, are these usually seen down here in the underworks?
Not Rose.
It's a statue of a lion, Frias.
Hmm. Just seems like a particularly odd place. Well, we could ask someone around here how to get to. Where was it again?
We're
hedge.
going to under the hedge.
Luminosa,
Or
are you
over the
paying
edge.
attention to this, by the way?
I'm trying to.
You know who that is. It is definitely a who, not a what.
Okay.
I'll type it to you in DMs.
Okay.
So I'll let them discuss while I do this.
We're going to ask one of these random individuals, probably a Fey, because under the hedge, from what I understand, Auntie, as she's known, is a Fey creature. So it should probably be best to ask a Fey where to go to get to the Fey location. Yes?
Oh, there's enough of them around this little fountain. I'm sure any of them could warn us. Continues to keep glancing at the marble statue, like, oddly placed.
Grace, are you a lover of decorations?
I mean,
Luminosa will giggle a bit.
looks pretty accurate. I'm just surprised at the craftsmanship.
What's got you in a tizzy all of a sudden, Luminosa?
I will walk up to the statue and just sort of like tap it on the shoulder.
And you see the statue begin to move as its head slowly turns toward Luminosa.
That's unsettling.
Yeah, it is pretty unsettling.
Interesting. Is it a primordial?
Yes, this is its team.
And you see it slowly turn to look at all of you.
Oh, yeah, the whole pure white. Yeah, that would track.
So you know this marble feline?
Esteem is actually a positive. Like me. And Esteem is charged with keeping watch of the underworks in case anything happens, such as the guild showing up randomly and causing more trouble.
Oh, they probably would like to know that Oh, silly me. Phrase will turn to them. Excuse me, Estine.
And it just seems to be looking at you. They don't seem capable of speech.
Yes, we have seen some guild activity in the Foundry, and since, from what I'm understanding, you're looking for activity, I don't know if you should look in that direction or just around in general, but there is Enel running around, at least somewhere in the Foundry.
And you see them give a slow, methodical nod.
Right. I don't suppose in the meanwhile, would you happen to at least know the general direction that we're supposed to go in? We're trying to find over the hedge.
And you see them slowly raise one paw. You see dust settling and flying off as they kind of move and point to their right.
I told you it was
And they're pointing to a directory that has various different arrows and names.
Phrase is
thank you.
examining every detail right now. Like, ooh,
You've got like the Feydark Commons, you have various different outposts and stuff like that of various different factions, most of them outsider factions, as well as one at the very bottom that just says food court. And they have different arrows pointing every which way.
So we didn't check the directory.
We are
Well, you didn't want to ask for directions. Neither of you did.
I wasn't leading the walk.
Well, okay, it's here now. Okay, that's what matters. We can find where it's at now. And I suppose Rose will see where the hedge is at, and
We're
commit.
such a dysfunctional family.
But as they finish pointing the directions, they move their paw back into place, straighten their back up, move their head back into place, and once again are still as a statue. But Rose, from the directory, you can glean at least. Oh, yeah, you should have taken that right before heading down the first few corridors.
James was right.
Tibbs grinning ear to ear.
When in doubt, turn right.
I always heard it was left.
Zoe, we're playing our game. Up you go. Yes, it's funny. Up you go.
Ow.
Why are you going down here? Sorry about that.
You're right.
Ooh, pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But being able to follow the directions now and leaving Esteem behind, you finally make it into the Feywild Commons. It's the usual here. There's general Fey populace all around the streets, though they seem to be a bit more on edge. You can definitely feel that as you're entering this district. There are people that are looking. There are more people looking over their shoulders. There's more that are keeping their distance. Several shops are closed at the moment. There's definitely a feeling of unease.
Looks like multiple people have good intentions of having the hedge gone. Well, the
There's
more the merrier. Come on.
no, this feels more like back at home when a place new was about to be invaded.
I'm
Hmm?
nothing.
But as you walk down the various streets, you start to see the familiar sight of Over the Hedge. However, unlike prior, where it had warm, glowing lantern lights and just a general warm atmosphere, all the lights have gone dark. There are vines coiling, wrapping around the door frames, the windows, the signs pouring from almost every single open crevice that the building has,
I don't think
as if
Freya's
it's
has
been
seen
completely
the
overrun.
hedge.
It's
Or over the hedge.
basically long vines, essentially,
No, I
hovering
mean
in the
like the
forest.
actual
Yeah,
store or bar that they're overtaking. I don't think she's been there before.
I don't think she has. This will be her first time. But the place looks like it's been overrun with thorny vines.
Hmm.
Well, it's certainly living up to its namesake. So,
To the
any
front, tell the guards, and then I guess we hit it. I don't know.
I think Monty Bay just told us to head on in and deal with the problem. Any preparations anyone needs to make before we do this?
Try not to die. Don't burn it down. And if we do survive, make sure that on our way out, a Vorpal greatsword does not come for our heads. Seems pretty straightforward.
Uh-oh.
Hmm?
Yeah, sounds pretty good. Various has snuck away.
Damn it, Various.
But
Ironically
the only
enough, I was
person The only person who notices is Freus.
I was
Because of their
literally about
passive.
to,
It's your
I was
passive
actually
perception.
I was actually going to talk to them just a moment.
Yeah, you kind of turn, about to talk to Various, and then they're gone.
Oh no, we have a runner.
What?
Everyone, we should
What?
hurry. Freus is going to burn a wild shape, instantly a fire dire wolf, and neumes towards.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Wait, where are you nooming toward?
Toward the bar.
Oh.
Okay, and while that happens, I'm pulling Genocide to the side channel.
Oh.
Dang, 2 pizzas in one night.
Did you see which way Various went, Freus?
We'll
Freus.
say she hasn't transformed yet, and she'll say, "Nope, I just turned around, they were gone. I'm going to make sure they aren't in trouble." And then you see her, poof, firewolf starts running.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. You're usually the one who disappears, Tiberius. This is new.
No, it's not. It's just because it's a different rabbit. We're very good at not being in places we don't want to be. However, if you give me a moment, I will see where my wayward rival has disappeared to.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't gonna waste my free scry spell in case. Oh, hey, look, they ran to a different plane.
Oh, my spell goes throughout time and space. We're fine.
Yeah, scry just kind of did a same dimension.
Sending literally says, even if they're on another plane of existence.
Who says they're gonna respond? Oh, they're back with pizza.
We're back. You see Various coming running as Freya's darts at the front door.
I
I was just looking to see if something was open.
Freya, I need you to roll me an attack.
Wait, I need to roll an attack?
You're charging.
Okie doke.
Did I roll fight? That's 18. That hits. And you just ram into the blunt of the vines. You will be taking damage from thorns, however. As you run into the vines, you feel the pinpricks of all the thorns piercing into you as you're able to carve your way into the front door. You take 6 points of damage.
I've made mistakes.
What happened to your usual indecision?
I'm sorry, is Various back?
Yes,
Yeah,
he's saying
Various
this.
has rushed back.
Oh, there you are.
I was Usually we spend about 15 minutes standing and talking about what we're going to do, so I thought I could just go and look and see if something was open, and all his furs on end as he's looking at Freya's.
Freya's is currently in a shambles of slightly charred vines, and there's a bunch of thorns sticking out of them like briar thorns.
Rose, please help the Vagra with all of that. I need to speak to my companion for a moment. Various, if you're going to go and do something that is not, how do I put this? That is illegal, you can tell your friends
It
when
wasn't
you.
illegal, it was just I left something here and was wanting to see if they were forget it.
Rose is going to move up towards the door. Is Freus technically entangled with the door of the vines, or what's going on with Various?
Yeah, I'd say Freya's is kind of entangled. In fact, since they charged at the door, they ran into the door. It's still closed.
Oh, for the. Okay, well, Thankfully, you're already in fire form. Rose is gonna draw out the flame longsword. And is going to try to at least cut Various free enough.
You mean
Frius.
Frius?
I mean Various, yes.
No,
Oh,
Frius.
Frius.
Various. Oh my god.
Frius.
Oh, also, Nova.
They're the doggo.
Nova, I forgot. The insignia claws, I get +1 to both of those, so it's actually 19 and 11.
Okay, that's fine. Damage didn't matter. The hit did.
Yay!
But yeah, Rose is going to try to cut Frius free.
All right, roll me an attack, please.
Tiberius is going to watch.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to cut away several of the vines that are holding the fire dire wolf. And several of them fall to the side, just and charred at the edges. And the door is open. No, not open to not like open, but it's you can pass through it. You can probably open it.
Oh, well. I guess this is how we get in.
Ah. All right. Shall we? Luminosa, please stay at the back. I don't want something grabbing me when I walk through.
Not a problem.
Various, now that you're here, you might want to call Belua in before we enter.
Right, but Belua, yes. He seems to fumble for a moment, eyes still sort of flicking up to Frius and back, and
Oh, they'll be fine. They've had worse. Isn't that right, Freys? She can't answer. She's currently a wolf.
oh. Slowly, he summons the big bunny.
Big bunny.
Big bunny.
Big bunny.
Big bun. He's iron tough. Big bun. Don't take no guff.
Did you guys enter?
Yeah, we'll go
Let's
in.
let's do this.
All right, I've got some music for you to put on East.
Alrighty.
Oh yes. And I'm taking you to a brand new map.
Oh, this looks good. Oh, crud, this is big.
We need to change Belua just a little bit.
I know.
Okay.
Let me do that real quick. I keep forgetting he's a chunky lad now.
Jork.
All right. So before we do anything, you guys will not have free moments here. I will need you to roll initiative.
Oh, hey. It's Wadget 12.
Make
No.
Sure, make sure to click your
No.
tokens.
So used to a different system. 1 second. Trying to find my initiative. There it is.
Don't forget to click your token first.
And remember to like and subscribe.
Well, I can. Oh, I can't click my token. Okay, that's
You
fine.
can't click your token?
I can't click my token.
That's not. Hold up. Try now.
I have my token clicked. I'm in the same boat. I thought I clicked my token, but I can't actually click it.
Hates you.
That is strange. Okay, let me fix that.
No. Game hates him. It's okay.
And I can't click Belua. That's okay.
Okay, hold on, I'm fixing that.
I have a token.
No, it's okay.
I blame ass.
Can everyone else click their
That's
token?
fair.
I can.
I could click my own.
You can? Okay. So let me change yours to the original value. And Tibbs was a 9 originally.
Damn it.
Him and Various had the same one, so I need you both to roll 1d20s against each other to see who goes first.
The rivalry continues.
11.
Ah!
Oh!
Wow! Wow!
Always have to be better than various.
Alright. As you guys
Oh,
enter
really,
the
Luminosa? 0.01.
tavern.
Right. Not you, Druid.
As you all enter the tavern, the lights are completely off. There is a sickly, thick darkness that seems to cling to almost every piece of furniture, of the floors, the ceilings, that give almost everything a dark blue tinge. You cannot see very far in here. More importantly, the entire ground is covered with brambles, vines, barky branches, thus making the entire locale difficult terrain, aka your movement is halved in here. There is an unsettling silence to the entire tavern. More importantly, occasionally you can hear shuffling of vines and leaves in the distance and in the darkness.
Is it dark in here?
It is very dark in here. Not only that, but everything you can currently see has a dark blue tinge to it.
It's a good thing you have 2 human torches. Well, 1 human, 1 dog.
Luminosa, you're first.
I guess I will. Oh my god, okay. There we go.
See a little bit further as you move forward.
Be very careful, everyone. It looks very dangerous. Especially if you're wearing heels. Be careful if you're wearing heels. I'm going to be very careful.
Because you're wearing heels.
Because I'm wearing heels.
Yes, we got the message.
Good. Be careful. You don't want to break your heel.
Can I tell if that table in front of us is flammable?
Yes, very flammable.
Damn it. So I have 50 feet of movement as a direwolf.
Difficult terrain.
So I have 25 feet of movement.
25.
Where's this? I don't want to touch the table. Yeah, can I go here so I'm not just throwing myself in the darkness?
Yes.
I don't know the layout of this. Oop, I need the other one. I do not know this bar, so Farius is.
There are several tables around you. Several of the chairs have been knocked over. They look like toadstools. Same with the tables.
Adorable.
But as you reach that point, you can see off to the side here an exceptionally large vine-like tendril.
Is it moving?
No, but it seems to be covering most of the table over here.
Okay, just gonna stay still then.
More importantly, you see it has blue thorns compared to the others, which have gray thorns.
Good.
Just extra. Whoops, not that one. Yellow, not hide. There. Okay. So it's 2 blocks of movement, 2 blocks of light between everyone. Gross. Rose, you're muted.
There we go. Yeah, so I just gotta double check my movement. Okay, I only have 15 because difficult. Gonna take a couple steps forward there, and I assume that this is like a table, like an average height table.
Yes, about average height.
Alright, just gonna sidestep that, and that's as far as I can make it.
Okay. Move you a little bit more to the area. You don't see anything immediately. You can see a lot of the tables, chairs, entire place is completely overgrown. Tibbs.
So we can see perfectly fine down here, yes? Just to confirm?
You can, but it is dark. So you were kind of stumbling in the dark.
Oh, joy. At will, I'll be turning on my Eldritch Sight, aka Tiberius's eyes that he's always had.
Okay.
We can detect magic.
The Yog Eyes.
Quiet you!
Okay.
The Yog Eyes.
He's gonna hop up on the table and see if he can get a better look around.
This area? Funny enough, nothing stands out to you here. You can see faint shapes of large clusters of vines and the like, but strangely enough, nothing stands out. You'd think that maybe if it was magical in some shape or form, you'd be able to see it, but something's off.
This doesn't bode well. That'll be his turn.
Okay. Various and Belua.
So Various is gonna move first.
Diagonals can count as one if you want to move one more square.
Yes, they do.
No, that would be 15 because of the. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, you're 10 diagonal right now. Yeah.
There you go. Let's see a little bit further direction.
He's going to hold his spell, or gonna hold an action in case something comes at them.
Okay.
And Belly was going to move. Let's see, I'm trying to think how far can they go? They can go 10. So they can't go anywhere at the moment.
No, they're kind of bulky. Big
Yeah,
boy.
they're bulky and slow. So Belly was gonna stay and also hold an action in case something comes at them.
Luminous. This place is eerily quiet, as I stated before. You've dealt with the hedge before, so this is pretty hard for the course, but at the same time, you feel as if this particular part of the hedge is a little denser than what you've encountered, at least in Wonderland. Which means that oftentimes it's more dangerous.
Great.
And since you normally don't deal with these sort of things, you deal with the higher ups, you can't say exactly how to tackle this thing, but you know that maybe it's best to stay away from the big clusters of vines.
Yeah, I will relay that to the party, just like, keep your wits about you. We're gonna stay away from the big clusters because they're more dangerous than the smaller ones. And we'll do our best to not die.
Do you want to move?
You hear Belua sort of rumble roots.
Maybe? I don't really know. Let's move up here with everyone else. And that'll be it for me.
Alright, Freyas.
I have a very odd request.
Of course.
With the keen hearing and smell, can Freyas smell those blue thorns and possibly try to identify any more in the building?
Give me a perception roll and we'll see how well you can.
Would it be advantage because of keen hearing and smell?
I'd say yes.
Okay. Advantage perception.
Okay. It was a rather high DC, but you nailed it.
Yay.
As you get closer to these thorns, you kind of give them a little sniffle snort, and they have a almost perfume-like scent. Compared to some of the other thorns and vines throughout the establishment, which would have a much more earthy scent, these ones are definitely different. It smells like that really strong, pungent perfume that you would get walking through the perfume aisle in a clothing store. It would be usually undetectable by most, but Since you got a big old wolfy nose? Oh, yeah. Tyre knows exactly what it is.
And using that information to be like plan out my path. Is there anything in this direction that is the blue thorns?
You get faint whiffs of it, yes.
Okay, so only going to use the 20 foot of my movement again instead of 25 to hit here.
Okay.
Switch back. 10, 15. There we go. Thank you.
As you move over there, you realize that the scent is a little bit stronger over here. In fact, it's coming from this direction.
I'm not seeing your ping.
Oh, am I on the GM layer? I am. God damn it. Here.
Silly Nova, we're not all GMs.
Do you see my ping?
Yep.
There you go. Yep.
And Phrase will do her best to... Oh, how the heck am I going to do this? Roll wolf. Pointing at it would possibly be taken the wrong way.
Do a growl.
What was that?
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, I think someone dropped a phone.
Oh.
Yeah, I think she'll do that. She'll point in this direction over here and start growling.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep. Not wasting that 5 feet.
Right. Gross.
So Nova question, since it's been a while, is there still wild magic down here?
Give me an Arcana roll.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Rose, as you begin to try to detect any wild magic that you sense in the plains, you've noticed that there's nothing here. This entire establishment almost feels disconnected from the plains. As if it's not so much there, but in multiple places at once. Therefore, there's no wild magic here.
I'm gonna look. I'll look over to the others. Okay, we don't have to worry about our spells going kablooey, at least here for the moment. But still, keep your wits about. Rose, seeing that Tibbs has activated special eyes as they're going to go by, will nudge Tibbs and give him guidance. And then it's going to advance to put themselves right between Tibbs and Various.
Okay.
Freeze!
I mean, Frias. Wow.
Wow.
This is having a night.
It's been a week, okay?
It's been
That's
2
fair.
weeks, technically.
Okay.
You
This
know,
is fair.
it's all because of Taco.
Yeah, Taco.
Tiberius, it's your turn now.
Taco gum spooked.
And Reyes is growling towards that direction.
Frius,
Okay.
yes.
Yes.
Not various.
I said Frias.
Oh, I thought you said Furious.
Various is always growling. We're used to that.
Well, I'm gonna hop from one
Wow.
table to another.
Okay.
Anything in the darkness?
Same thing as before. Just strange, shadowy masses. However, Tibbs, as you start to stare in that direction, you can almost swear that you see it writhing.
Of course it is.
And being so
Tiberius-
close, you can hear the sound of bark scraping against each other. That creaking sound.
Oh no.
I think we have something over here.
Freya is now growling at you.
What? If if it's a plant, it already knows we're here.
Alright, is that your turn, Tips?
That's his turn, yeah.
Various.
Looking in that direction, they, hmm. Give me 1 second to read something.
Sure.
Never.
Who reads? What a nerd!
Aw.
Wow. Wow, I see
Wow.
how it is.
Says the person to the entire party full of nerds.
My intelligence is 3, my wisdom is 4. IRL,
As you
they're
are
probably
normally.
negatives.
As you are normally, not wild shaped.
Fair. Oh, my intelligence is -4.
Great.
Technically,
My wisdom's
when you're
+1 though.
technically, when you're wild shape, don't you keep your normal stats for mental acuity?
Yeah, you do.
15. Okay. So Various is moving up here. And still has the staff ready. So at some point you're gonna need to remind me what the staff can do for
Staff
some
of
reason.
Frost. It's just a basic Staff of Frost.
Okay, I'll
You could
look
also
that up.
bonk.
Yes, also bonk. They're gonna have it at the ready.
Okay.
And then
Value.
Belua is going to up 5. 10.
Just crunch, crunch, crunch. It's like kind of rocking through your crunchy leaves.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you meant that was the floorboards. I was about to say, well, we already lost our deposit.
Oh, considering the fact that the floor is covered in branches and vines, yeah, it's crunchy. Alright, Luminosa, you're up again. Everyone seems to be splitting up.
But yeah, that's how you do these things safely.
Of course. Safely. Jesus Christ. Well, don't really see much, so I'm just gonna keep going as I go.
Keep on trucking.
Keep on trucking.
Keep on swimming, keep on swimming. Alright, Freya's, you're up again.
Freya's does not want to go near the blue. Freya's remembered being specifically told, stay away from the blue. Is this like the start of the bar, I assume?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yep.
Does Freya smell anything over in this direction?
The same perf you sent. In fact, outside from the door, you're surrounded by it.
Shit.
It is less, however, in this direction.
Well, Freya's doesn't know the layout of the bar. That way is dangerous. Doggy instincts. Let's take a good old 15 feet this way.
That's not quick.
Oh, good lord. Hello, Tendril.
Yeah, there's a big old vine kind of coming over the bar itself onto the floor.
Oh, she remembers
This one
the vine.
has gray. This one has gray thorns, however.
Well, she remembers the vine up here, and now there's that one, so this isn't a very good direction, so let's use the last of that 10 feet to go back, and now Luminosa has a friend.
Puppy.
Work.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Rose.
Rose will take one step forward so they're at least nearby Tiberius. And it's also going to go ahead and cast Spiritual Weapon.
All right.
Ooh.
Let me get you your token.
And I'd like to deploy it over the edge of the bar top to see if I can kind of get some illumination past that a little bit.
Hold on, let me give you control over it. Right, where do you want to put it? Wherever you want.
Basically, as long as it's not interfering or touching anything over the bar.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Well, considering as you go over the bar, you see the wall on the other side of the bar full of broken glass bottles, broken glasses, and the like. Nothing much else.
Okay, but no vines though.
You see some coming up from behind it, as if they're coming up from the floorboards, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rose is just going to kind of scan around that area with the weapon, and that'll be their turn.
Tips, you're up.
Aren't we supposed to be destroying these plant things? No? Yes?
You guys can
Bork.
respond.
Bork.
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 I don't really know if we should be touching them. I don't know. Would I know, Nova, like, if we could even touch this thing and take it?
You don't know. This is not something
Okay.
you've dealt with.
Right now. Well, yeah, we gotta deal with this thing inevitably. We're trying to ascertain right now just where this thing's coming from, so we can figure out a plan of attack, you know?
That's a simple plan of attack. Cut the roots. It's a plant.
Be nice if we could find the roots then.
Oh, let me assist with that. He's going to pull out that nice little scepter that he found,
All right.
point at that tentacle to the right,
Okay.
and he's going to fire a level 5 magic missile at it.
Good God.
Okay.
Oh
All right.
dear. Someone woke up and chose violence.
This is Tiberius. Violence is the go-to.
Violence is the default. Come on, let's be honest.
I'm just worried about the ultra violence.
Okay.
Which I don't have on my character sheet. Magic missile at 5 scepter. I'll have this. Can I upload flip? Let me just see. I just want to test this out here. So that's at level 1.
So, as the first one hits the vine, are you continuing to cast the rest, or are you paying attention to what happens when it hits?
1 should be enough.
As it hits the vine, you notice that no damage is done. Instead, the magic dissipates into kind of magical residue and is absorbed into the vine.
Oh.
They may have sent the wrong individuals to deal with this.
More importantly, as the magic is absorbed into the vines themselves, thorns, begin to have a slight blue luminescence to them, lighting up at least the first portion of the mass.
Did you just make it stronger?
Maybe. I do like a challenge.
Damn it.
And now it has the Nightlight ability.
Right, so no magic. Don't use magic. Magic is it absorbs magic. This is wonderful news. Great.
Bork.
What was that, Varius? Varius
Orc.
fell down the well?
Bork, Bork, Bork.
I'm right here.
Oh yes, sorry.
There you go. Also, it is 6 o'clock. Who would like to take? We would like to take our break now.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay, so let's take our break.